Hello lovely Year 5, I'm here to talk to you a little bit about your maths work for this week, week 2 of term 4. And you're going to be continuing to work on decimals this week. So all of the work you did last week about place value, thinking about tenths and hundredths and thousandths, all of that is really going to help you with this week's work. We're going to begin, as always, on Monday with arithmetic. I'm sure you're getting used to that by now and hopefully really confident in all of those methods. And on Tuesday, you're going to be thinking about comparing pairs of decimal numbers. And if we look at these two on the screen, if you were asked to compare those, you're going to apply a strategy that we talked about earlier in the year, which is to arrange them vertically, so stack them one on top of the other. Very important that you remember to use the decimal point to arrange them correctly. And then you work from the left. So in this case, we would look at our ones. We would see that they've both got 3 ones, so that doesn't help us. So we look at the next place, which is the tenths. They've both got 2 tenths, so again, that doesn't help. When we look at the hundredths, we can see that the number on top has 4 hundredths and this number has 3 hundredths. And therefore, we know that the top number is the greater number. It doesn't matter that this number has more digits, and that's really important when you're comparing decimal numbers. It doesn't matter about the thousandths and the 10,000ths here. Once you get to a place value where there is a difference in the numbers, that's where you stop. So we would say that 3.24 is greater than 3.2384. And then the following day, on Wednesday, you're going to be using that same strategy, but this time you're going to be ordering groups of decimal numbers. So you might have 4 numbers or even 5 numbers, and you might be asked to arrange them in ascending order from smallest to greatest, or in descending order from greatest to smallest. And again, as long as you arrange them vertically using the decimal point, then you will be able to use exactly the same strategy. So again, starting from the left, keeping going until you get to a difference. So in this case, when we look at the tenths, we can see that these two numbers have 8 tenths and these two numbers have 0 tenths. So if I'm looking for the smallest number, I know that I'm looking at these two at the bottom. When I look at the hundredths, I can see that this number has 8 hundredths, this number has 0 hundredths, therefore this is the smallest number. And then I would continue to work on these 3 to work out the order for the rest. So again, arrange them vertically using the decimal point and work from the left. Now on Thursday, there's no specific maths work set because it's World Book Day, and I know that your teachers are going to be setting you lots and lots of fantastic activities linked to reading and books. If you want to do some maths, obviously you can always log on to Mathletics and choose some activities from there. And then on Friday, you're going to be practicing using decimal numbers for mental addition and subtraction. And to start with, you've got some fluency activities to do, and then moving on to some number puzzles and problems. So you've got an addition pyramid, you've got number squares, you've got a Scrabble challenge. Now, I've said that it's mental addition and subtraction, but obviously if you get to one that's tricky, then you can use jottings or you can use a written method. And the only thing to really remember there is to think about that place value. So if we look at number 2 here, 0.8 add 0.5, we know that 8 add 5 is 13, but our answer is not going to be 0.13 because that would be smaller than either one of these. Our answer would be 1.3. So I want you to think really carefully about your place value when you are working these out mentally. So as always, with the work for this week, do what you can. There's fluency and there's problem solving. So do the best that you can. Have a go at everything that's there. And all that remains to say is that I'm looking forward to seeing you all back in school very soon. So have a good week and I will see you soon.